The stock market has made more people broke than rich. And if you're pouring all your money into index funds, you've fallen for the biggest financial lie of our generation. What I'm about to share goes against everything your financial advisor tells you. But by the end, you'll see why the stock market is built to make Wall Street rich, not you. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. If the stock market is such a wealth-building machine, why are 64% of Americans still living paycheck to paycheck? Why are people who've been investing for 20 years still terrified of retirement? Why do financial advisors who preach stocks still have to work? Here's the truth nobody admits. The stock market isn't an investment plan. It's a casino dressed up as retirement. And like every casino, the house always wins. The wealthiest people in the world? They don't get rich buying stocks. They get rich creating the companies that go on the stock market. Owners build wealth. Gamblers hope for it. Right now, you're gambling. You've seen the pitch, a suit, a chart, and the line. Just invest $500 a month and you'll retire a millionaire. Sounds perfect, right? Except they leave out a few tiny details. The market crashes every 7 to 10 years, wiping out gains overnight. Inflation quietly eats away at your growth. And when you finally withdraw money, you pay taxes like it's a paycheck. In the year 2000, market drops 49%. 7 years to recover. In 2008, it drops 57%. Half of retirements vanish. And in 2020, the market was down 34% in 1 month. Here's what really happened. Regular investors panicked and sold. The wealthy? They bought real estate, businesses, and assets at fire sale prices. 2008 wasn't a disaster for them. It was a shopping spree. While most people's 401(k)s vanished, the wealthy built empires. Why? Because they don't rely on the stock market to make them rich. Here's what makes me angry. When you invest in stocks, your money passes through layers of middlemen. Your 401(k) provider, fund managers, brokers, traders. Everyone takes a cut before you see a dime. Expense ratios, 0.5% to 2% yearly. Management fees, 1% to 3%. Transaction costs, hidden but real. Taxes, up to 40% of gains. So if the market averages 10%, after fees, taxes, and inflation, you keep maybe 4%. You take all the risk. Wall Street takes most of the reward. And they sell you on compound interest. $500 a month for 30 years becomes $1.2 million. What they don't tell you. In 30 years, $1.2 million buys what $500,000 buys today. And after taxes, you're left with maybe $350,000 in real value. You spent 30 years making Wall Street rich, while setting yourself up for a mediocre retirement. Here's the harsh truth. You control nothing in the stock market. Not the CEO, not interest rates, not pandemics, not recessions. You're betting your future on things you cannot predict or influence. That's gambling. Compare that to real estate. You control rent, improvements, financing, tenants, exit strategy, or business ownership. You control products, pricing, marketing, growth. Stock market. You control when to buy and sell. Real estate. You control nearly everything. Business. You control everything. Which sounds smarter for your financial future? Look at the billionaire list. Jeff Bezos built Amazon. Elon Musk built Tesla, PayPal. Bill Gates built Microsoft. Mark Zuckerberg built Facebook. They didn't get rich buying index funds. They got rich creating companies that others later invested in. When you buy Apple stock, you're paying top dollar for a company that's already built. Steve Jobs didn't get rich because Apple stock went up. Apple stock went up because Steve Jobs built Apple. Wealth creation happens before the stock market, not because of it. So if not stocks, then what? Real estate. 90% of millionaires hold real estate. Not REITs, actual property. Why it beats stocks? Control. Monthly cash flow. Appreciation. Tax benefits. A leverage. Inflation hedge. Buy a $400,000 rental. $80,000 down. Mortgage $1,718 per month. Rent $2,500 per month. Cash flow $782 per month. $9,384 yearly. Equals 11.7% return. Factor in appreciation, loan paydown, tax benefits. 39% return first year. Try finding an index fund that does that. And the kicker? Banks happily finance 80% of real estate. Try getting that for stocks. Stocks are paper promises. Real estate is dirt, buildings, and tenants paying you every month. The other path? Business ownership. You don't need to build the next Facebook. Some of the most profitable businesses are boring. Laundromats, $300,000 investment, $150,000 annual profit. Car washes, $500,000 investment, $200,000 annual profit. Self-storage, vending machines, steady, simple, scalable. When you own a business, you keep 100% of profits. Compare that to stocks. Apple makes $100 billion in profit, but your 100 shares get you $600. Business owners deduct meals, travel, vehicles, equipment, education, insurance. Stock investors pay taxes on dividends and capital gains with zero deductions. Business plus real estate is how wealth is built. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Sounds safe, right? But diversification is designed to protect you from big losses, not create big wins. Warren Buffett? Concentrated bets. Bill Gates? All in on Microsoft. Elon Musk? All in on his companies. The wealthy concentrate. Average investors diversify into mediocrity. Diversification makes fund managers rich because you pay fees on dozens of funds while you stay average. They sell stocks as passive income. But dividends aren't passive when you're glued to your phone stressing about crashes. Real passive income comes from assets you control. Rental checks, businesses with systems and staff. Royalties, private lending. $500,000 in index funds at 2% dividend equals $10,000 per year, $833 per month. $500,000 in rentals at 12% return equals $60,000 per year, $5,000 per month. One gives you groceries. The other gives you freedom. Another problem? Timing. The market might average 10% over 30 years, but what if you need money in a bad year? Retire in 2008? Kids start college in 2000? Medical bills in 2020? The market doesn't care about your timeline. But real estate and businesses produce income every month, regardless of market crashes. So what do the wealthy really invest in? Private equity, real estate syndications, operating businesses, commodities, art, IP, collectibles, assets that cash flow, appreciate, give tax breaks, hedge inflation, and can be leveraged. And here's the secret. You don't need millions. Real estate syndications start at $25,000. Private lending at $10,000. Small businesses with sweat equity. So what should you do? Don't panic sell tomorrow. Don't quit your job with no plan. Here's the path. Stop throwing new money into Wall Street beyond a company match. Educate yourself about real estate, business, and tax strategy. Build cash reserves. Pick one wealth-building focus and master it. Start small, start smart, and get in the game with real assets. Consumers buy things that lose value. Investors buy things that create value. Stock market investors are consumers of financial products. Real wealth builders are creators and owners. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The stock market isn't designed to make you rich. It's designed to transfer wealth from people who don't understand money to people who do. Every crash, every fee, every average return, you're funding someone else's wealth. The wealthy don't hope the market makes them rich. They build assets that create wealth regardless of market conditions. The choice is yours. Keep gambling with Wall Street, or start building real wealth through ownership, control, and cash flow. The stock market sells you a dream. Real wealth comes from ownership. Now you know the truth. What will you do with it?